guys, welcome back to another coaster travel guide video. Today I'll be talking about the best routes to do a coaster trip. I'll briefly touch on a handful of routes that should take only between 1 and 4 days to do. I'll also go over some routes that are roughly built to take 5 or more days to do. I'm going to start on the East Coast and work my way over to the West Coast. A lot of smaller routes fit into the larger trips. Any park routes mentioned in this video are all within a 4-hour drive of each other. I'm going to run through these pretty quickly, so feel free to pause the video if needed. Now grab a piece of paper and a pencil and prepare to start planning. New England. There are a lot of parks in the New England area. The 3 parks that I recommend hitting are Six Flags New England, Lake Compounce, and Quasi. My suggested strategy would be to do these parks over a span of 2 days. I'd spend one whole day at Six Flags New England and split the other day between Lake Compounce and Quasi. This route is great because the total driving distance will only be about 1 hour between the parks. New York and New Jersey shore area. There are 7 decent-sized parks with enough credits to stop at in the area. The parks I'd recommend doing are Adventureland, Playland, Luna Park, Nickelodeon Universe, Casino Pier, Playland's Castaway Cove, and Maury's Piers. Between these 7 parks, there are over 30 credits to get. That may sound like a lot of admission fees to pay, but every park except Nickelodeon Universe and Playland are free to enter. So, at the rest of the parks, you can choose which rides you want to do. Most of the parks listed here are on the smaller side, so you shouldn't need to spend too much time at each park. If you were to hit all these parks, you probably wouldn't have to drive more than 3 or 4 hours, barring any New York traffic. Pennsylvania and New Jersey. This is the biggest route for the northeast coast that I recommend. There are 4 parks in the Pennsylvania and New Jersey area. They are Six Flags Great Adventure, Hershey Park, Knoebels, and Dorney Park. All of these parks likely require at least 1 full day to enjoy thoroughly. These parks are all within an hour or 2 of each other, so you won't have to drive too much. This trip could easily be connected with other trips I listed above. Mid-Atlantic. In Virginia, there are 2 amazing parks only an hour apart. They are Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Kings Dominion. Six Flags America is only an hour and a half north of Kings Dominion as well. These are 3 big parks with some great coasters. You could easily pair this trip with some of the others as well. Six Flags America is only about 2 hours away from Hershey Park as well. Orlando. Orlando might be the biggest hotspot for theme parks in the world. There are 7 major parks within a half hour of each other. Busch Gardens Tampa is also within an hour of Orlando as well. There's over 40 coasters you can ride in this area. I've already covered Orlando in a recent video. I'll be covering each park in depth soon as well. Ohio and the Midwest. Ohio has 2 world-class parks within 3.5 hours of each other. Kings Island and Cedar Point have a combined 31 coasters. 2 hours south of Kings Island is another great park called Kentucky Kingdom. Kentucky Kingdom is a small park with awesome thrill rides. Holiday World is another world-class small park, which is only 1 hour away. It has what some consider to be the best wooden coaster with Voyage, and it has the #1 voted water park. Texas. One of the biggest states for coasters is Texas. They house 2 of the best Six Flags parks, with Six Flags Over Texas and Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Those parks are roughly 5 hours away from each other, but are worth the extra long drive. Also, only a few minutes away from Fiesta Texas is SeaWorld San Antonio, which is rapidly expanding, and it now has 7 coasters with their new for 2020 coaster, Texas Stingray. The biggest state in the country might just be the best for theme parks. Starting in Southern California, which features Disneyland, Universal Hollywood, SeaWorld San Diego, Knott's Berry Farm, and Six Flags Magic Mountain, which all are just within a few hours radius of each other. In Northern California, there is California's Great America and Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Northern California and Southern California are about a 5-hour drive apart. Also, there are a lot of smaller parks scattered throughout the state. In this video, I touched on a few routes that you could take to visit multiple parks. Feel free to tell me anything I missed in the comments or a route of your own that you have done or wish to do. Put all those thoughts down in the comment section below. I know I didn't cover everything. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.